Hello everyone. Today I wanted to do an unboxing of this fountain pen. I'm going to open it up here in a minute and show you. I'm also going to ink it up and test it out. So the story of this pen is kind of a convoluted one. I ordered a Stipula pen, which I had never purchased before, from a place called Pen Chalet online. And when I received the pen, this was a Stipula, I forget the brand name or the model name, but it was one that had a flex nib, a steel flex nib. And when I got it, it just really didn't write well. I actually got it at the same time that I got a platinum Curadas, and I also had a really hard time with the Curadas as well and ended up returning that as well. I did a video including both of those pens in the same video, and I ended up scrapping it and not showing it on the channel because they both were just not working for me. And I can tell you more about the Curadas in another video because I actually still have one coming. The one that I tried out that didn't work for me was a fine nib, and the one that I still have coming directly from Japan actually, which could still take a while, is a medium nib. So I'm trying to see if that's going to work a little better for me. But given the design of the pen, I don't know. But I'll do a separate video on that when I get that one. So going back to the Stipula. So I purchased the Stipula. I didn't like it. It was working okay, but every other word it would essentially just stop writing. And I'd never purchased a Stipula before, so I didn't know if that was standard or, what was going on. So I emailed Pen Chalet and said, well, I've already inked this pen up. So according to your return policy, that I assume I can't return it. So what else can we do? And they wrote back and were super, super nice and super friendly and really accommodating. They were saying, no. If you're having a problem like that with your fountain pen, that's not right. Why don't you send it back even though you've inked it up? So I emptied out the ink and sent it back. And then they were saying, well, we can, refund you or give you a credit or whatever. And I was thinking, well, maybe this is an opportunity to buy a pen that I've had on my wish list for a little while, and then I've already paid part of it for the Stipula, because I think the Stipula was $60, which is part of the reason why I wanted to return it, because that's a little pricey for a pen that's not going to work. So I already had that in potential credit from Pen Chalet. So I had a Pilot 74 on my wish list for a long time, and I told them, well, this is the pen I would like in a medium nib, and they said, well, actually we can get the price down for you, and we'll give you the credit for what you've already paid. So I was like, great. And so and it came in record time. They said the medium nib was not in stock and they had to get it from their distributor, but it literally shipped like 2 days later. So that's what this is. This is a Pilot 74. So I'm going to go ahead in the purple. I was debating which color to get, but the purple was just really super pretty, so I decided to go ahead and take the plunge on that one. So it just came like this in the container, and the little box lifts up, and then down here you've got a little guide, and then there's an extra, there's a cartridge in there. But this has a unique, well, I don't know if it's unique to this pen because I don't have a ton of Pilot pens to test it out, but I'm going to put the box over to the side here. But it has a piston fill cartridge in it, so I'm really interested to try that out. I'm not going to pull it out of the nib unit because I'm just going to fill it that way. So apparently what I need to do is just push down on this a couple of times and it will fill up with ink. So I'm really eager to try it. I am going to go ahead and fill it up. I'm going to show you the nib real quick. So, oh, sorry, too high. So this nib is a medium, and because this is a Japanese fountain pen, the medium is going to be a little bit smaller than a Western medium. So that's why I didn't go with a fine, because I could go with a fine. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this Tono and Limbs number 4 that I just recently got. Although it doesn't match this, if you remember, well, I'll put a link to my video where I unboxed this ink and a few others. This is sort of a Payne's gray, which I figure for now will look nice in here. And I want to try out the ink as well. But at some point I may end up getting the Robert Oster ink that I swatched on this channel a while before. It's called Viola, I think. And that I think would be a really nice combo with this pen. So I'm going to think about it for a little while because I have plenty of ink already. But for now, I'm just going to use this ink. So let's go ahead and see how this little filler works here. I'm kind of excited. Okay, I have a little paper towel off to the side here. I've been using that for watercolor and stuff, but I'll use it for this as well. So I'm going to put in, I assume I need to put it past here because it looks like there's a little hole here and there's a hole here, and I don't know which hole is going to be the operating the operating hole for putting the ink in. So I'm just gonna put it down past that area there. Oh, and I hear it. Okay, I think I have to do this a couple times. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. So each time that I did that, a little bit more ink went up into the converter here. And I may be able to do it one more time. So let me, okay, I'm going to show you where it is. There's a little bit of space, and I'm going to see if I can get it all the way full. Yep, that filled it all the way. That's really cool. So basically it was just pump and the ink goes back up. And it filled, I did that I think 4 times. So let's see. And one of the reasons why I've wanted to try this pen is so many people have said that it's one of their favorites. And I do like Pilot pens. Let's see if there's any. Sometimes there's ink that gets kind of stuck up in that little area, but it looks like we're okay. So I'm going to put that paper towel off to the side. I'm going to put this back. See, I always get fountain pen ink on me. There's just no way to not do it. Okay, so that's inked up, and I'm going to post it because this actually has a pretty nice weight posted. It's just a little bit back heavy, I would say. And unposted, although it feels kind of nice unposted actually. But I generally tend to post my pens. So let's see, I have some Tomoe River paper over here. I'm going to go to a blank page. Okay, yeah, and you can see my test sheet for the stipula that I got. So essentially it was writing fine at the beginning, and then I was doing some loops and it just stopped writing and then would start writing again. And then like here it would stop and then start. And then the Platinum Curidas, I mean, it would write the first few letters and then not write. And then it just seemed really scratchy. And like I said, I don't know if it's because it was a fine or what the situation was. I didn't buy the Curidas from Panchele. That was from a different company. But yeah, so we'll see. And this was actually the same ink that I have in this one now. So let's go ahead and try that out on the next page. So this is, oh, see, it's writing right up. Pilot, Custom, 74. See, that's great. That is marvelous. So this has a 14 karat nib, and this is a medium 14 karat nib. And see, this is writing really, really good, and it's really bringing out the shading in this ink, which I'm loving. Here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can see. That is working really, really well. Yeah, that's wonderful. So, and this ink is, there was a little bit of a hard start there. Let's see, it was Tono and Limbs, number 4. Number 4. Oops, ink. All right. No, I think this is going to work out great. I really like that. Has a really nice feel. It's a little bit flexible, just a little. Let's see if I can get some variation. Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, I don't think it's really intended to get variation, so you're really not getting much, but there's a little bit because it has a little bit of give. All right. I am really happy with that. Okay, so I think that's it. That was all I wanted to show you today. I'm gonna close that back up and keep it around for writing. All right, I'm gonna leave this on my desk and probably use it for a little while so that I can get used to it, see if I like it. The ink seems to be a pretty good fit for right now, so we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks so much for watching. Feel free to like and or subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.